Hello, corporate badasses. I'm so excited to be here with you again this week for my leadership speaker series on the Summer of Magic. We are deep into the Summer of Magic already in the month of August. I know everybody says, oh my gosh, where is time going? But actually, according to the actual summer and not the life that we all live, summer continues until the end of September. So we're really only halfway through. I was just talking to my guest today, Denise, and I asked her how her summer is going. She's like, my summer's just starting. I think that's like both literal and also figuratively, right? And so remembering that we're still deep in the magic of summer, whatever that might mean to you. And if you're wanting to learn more about the Summer of Magic and the concepts that I teach that help women get into higher level leadership positions, go back and listen to our previous 4 interviews as part of the series. This is actually the 4th year that I've been hosting the Summer of Magic and celebrating multiple, like hundreds and hundreds. Last year, we celebrated over 408 women promoted into higher level leadership positions here on LinkedIn. And it's so exciting. And I like to do these interviews as an opportunity for us to connect, right? So if you're watching this, Maria's already said hello and offering that it's a sunny day on the East Coast of Canada. And I think that that's an incredible thing, not just as women to do to connect, especially online in this virtual world, but also as an opportunity to just get some more visibility. And that's what we're talking about with Denise today, is her journey through, finding her voice and claiming her seat at the table. So Denise, I'm so excited to have you with us today. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much, Stacy. It is really an honor and a pleasure to be here as part of this Summer of Magic series. And it is especially meaningful to me because I don't know if you remember, but 2 years ago, I stepped into a new role during the summer, and you also celebrated this at the time with me. And I really always, one of the great things and things that I admire about you is the way you celebrate others and how you build this community that lift each other up and make room for that growth, for that visibility, and for that joy.
Yes, exactly. One of the things that I really notice is that, there's a lot of conversation in women's leadership that we need to speak up more and celebrate ourselves more, but it's uncomfortable to celebrate yourself, right? It's not the most freeing thing to say, hey, everybody, I just got a promotion on LinkedIn, right? Like, I mean, you want to celebrate it and you can sometimes push yourself to celebrate it, but when somebody else celebrates you, it gives you permission, right? It gives you permission to say, hey, I did that. I had a process that created this promotion for me. And you did that 2 years ago. That's amazing.
And I am very grateful because even before we worked together, so I had been listening to your podcast, and we know each other for longer.
For many years.
We have been for many years.
I think we were in the trenches in 2020. Like, yes. I remember some of this.
So it has been a long time. So really, that I was really delighted that you celebrated with me from afar. So thank you.
Well, tell us where you are. Introduce yourself a little bit, and then we'll go into some of my questions today.
Thank you. So I am Denise Cárdenas López. So I am a leader in engineering. I have over 20 years experience in highly regulated industries, so mainly working in energy, in environmental engineering, nuclear. And today I serve as Vice President of Strategic Capability and Integrated Delivery at Amentum, a global advanced engineering organization that is working in solving the most complex challenges that we have today. So my focus with this role is really building future-ready technical workforce, but also creating the systems that bring long-term value, not only to the organization, but to those industries and to society as a whole. I am today in Southampton, so I am in the UK. And I am actually today taking a break for summer. So it's great to join you
this
today.
is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So, brief introduction if you're joining us for the first time today. The Summer of Magic is an opportunity for us to receive from the work that we've been doing throughout the year. A lot of people look at their performance reviews as being a time to negotiate their promotion or salary increase. But I see that as an opportunity as well to receive your promotion or salary increase, or what happens to so many women, the opposite, which is nothing. And the reason that I say that is because let's get real, all of our opportunities are created well in advance. And then we're able to open up and say yes to them. So, in 2023, when you received your promotion to vice president, I know that that was because of the strategic, positioning that you had taken, and the relationships that you had built, and the visibility, and the brand that you had created for yourself at that point, to then be open to say, hey, great, promote me, right? I remember you've had some very direct conversations that said, I'm ready for this job, right? And so the only way we can do that is if we've done the prep work. And so I'm curious, as we get going today, like, what are some of your secrets to success? What has created this momentum for you?
I think it is, there is a couple of things that have been very important for me. One has been intentionality. So being intentionally about not only the roles that I want to create, but really the value that I want to bring. Um, and but one that has been transformational, I think, for me in this journey is really the belonging piece. So
Mm,
my journey, which started, it didn't start in the boardroom. So I left Colombia over 20 years ago. I didn't speak any English. I work, I study, I did my master, not just only because I wanted an additional degree, but also I wanted to really solve the bigger problems. And I believe engineering, focuses on people and solving those challenges. But it was when I started that journey, I really started to really perhaps not believe that I belong at these tables where I am today. Because of the challenges that I faced then. I was perhaps the only Latina woman, or the only migrant, the only woman in the room. Um, and really, that belonging, it wasn't really handed to me. I had to grow into it. And it has taken a lot of intention to really go through that process. And I think this year, and even when I step into this position, what I've really, um, what really made a shift for me was to start using my voice to really be intentionally about belonging in those rooms, not only focus about the value that I bring, but that visibility. And
mhm,
sometimes
mhm.
we shy away from that visibility. So those have been really important for me in that journey.
Yeah, and in terms of visibility, I know that you broadened your scope a little bit outside of the UK, and your organization is a global organization, and being able to build relationships, with people who are not necessarily in your direct chain of command and things like that. Can you share anything about this visibility process, how you got yourself in front of some of these other leaders?
Yes, I think a lot of the work that I have done, well, it has been guided by some of your teachings, Stacy, being able to really build really that network, not only in your close area of work, but outside, even
Yeah.
within your organization, really building that trust, really how you add value to all the other areas of the organization. And so you start having the 15-minute align meetings with some of the leaders, just connecting with them, and then very quickly you will learn how you can share and add value to each other. So I think that has been really important for that visibility within the organization. But
Yeah.
also I have done that externally as well, because all the stakeholders that I have within my role as well. So it's very important to to add value to them, and to build that trust as well with them.
And I want to offer to anybody who's listening that you can join us. We still have 6 weeks left inside of the Summer Magic, inside of my Women's Leadership Accelerator, where I directly coach you to figure out how to do that visibility strategy, how to, just like Denise is talking about. It's not necessarily second nature. I think sometimes we think some people are just good at it and some people aren't. And I'll tell you right now, after coaching hundreds of women, nobody's good at it naturally. And so having that strategic guidance to say, well, what do I say to this leader who I don't even work with, right? What is a 15-minute ally meeting? How do I have follow-up conversations? So inside of the Women's Leadership Accelerator, I'm actually giving you those words and showing you, okay, say this, try this, and we're doing it in a strategic way. So it's not actually very risky at all. And the upside is huge, right? And so when you have that level of confidence where you can begin to just say, okay, I'm going to reach out to, I always say, somebody I have no business talking to, quote unquote, meaning some leader or high level executive in a different department. Like you've shared, Denise, like I belong, right? Why not? Why not reach out to this leader? And then it's sort of like, well, then what do I say? And I'll tell you, and inside of the Women's Leadership Accelerator, we also have executive mentors who have gone through this work, who have done this work themselves. Excuse me. Yeah, go ahead.
I know it really, and it becomes really natural. And then, as you said, the return on investment, of that time, and building that trust, and adding value to those people, it becomes very clear, the returning on the investment on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to invite you to join us inside of the Summer of Magic. If you're listening to this and that is something that you would like to do more of in the fall, and also set yourself up as part of the summer at mysummerofmagic.com. It's only $29 for the first month, and you can join us and start getting some of these words and the script and those communication strategies right away. Okay, so back to your own Summer of Magic. I want to just like point blank ask you a question. Do you believe in magic?
I do believe in magic. Yes, definitely. And I, as I said, there is a lot of work behind that magic, but I have seen that all throughout my career, from, even before. So I come from a family of resilient women, and I think I have seen that magic happen with them, with my mother, which grew out, with no formal education, and seeing how she stepped in rooms that are beyond her beliefs. So I definitely believe in
I
it,
really
and
want to
the
meet
work.
your mother.
Oh, I would love her, I would love to her
I
to meet
know.
you as well.
Oh, this is the thing. Like, I'm working with Denise and known her for so many years, but we've never met in person, right? And it's really kind of amazing. I feel so connected to you and your girls and just everything about your life. So that's very special.
We need to make it happen.
Yeah, thank you. So actually, this might be part of your story of why you want to have a voice at the table, why it matters to you. I'm assuming some of it is what you just shared, but can you elaborate on that?
Yes, definitely. One is I'm carrying with me voices of people who didn't always get access to or didn't get invited at that table. So for me, it's very important to continue that work, and really, I know what is to grow outside of those tables, being in systems that are not designed for people like
Yeah.
me. So I think, I do believe, and part of all my leadership style and the work that I do is because I believe in better systems that are more equitable, and I believe in leading differently. Um, where we make sure that organizations value the long-term value versus the short-term value, and really making sure that we make the rooms where I am to be better. So bringing people along with me is very important for me. So opening doors
Yeah.
is part of my values and my leadership.
You know, we didn't talk about your actual Summer of Magic this summer. I was thinking about some of the awards that you received, and I want to offer a place for you to share some of the awards and recognition that you've received this summer as well.
So I was named top 50 women in engineering by the Women Engineering Society here in the UK. And really, this has been a huge honor for me. And it is, for me, it was a really moment of reflection. And it is not only about that journey, which it feels really, truly magical. But
I want everybody who's listening to, give clappy hands or whatever. Like, I mean, this is huge. Top 50 women in engineering. And this is just amazing. And talk about lifting other people up, this idea of lifting them directly and indirectly through inspiration. So definitely, if you're listening, take a moment to congratulate Denise. This is huge. So I'll let you continue.
No, thank you, Stacy. But yeah, for me, it was not only about that journey, which was really important, but really a reminder, a big reminder of why I do it. And this year theme for that award is Together We Engineer. So it's not only about the technical part, but really the resilience, really the community, the collaboration, and so it is even more meaningful being the topic or the theme of this year to be in that. Some of the other things, I participated in the Global Women in Nuclear Conference, so I was a speaker in this global conference. Over 800 women all across the world working in nuclear, and I share a model that I developed that is at the intersectionality of sustainability, innovation, and skill. So I shared that with them, and I shared some of my personal stories. So that was beautiful, and I was shortlisted. So I was one of the finalists for Champion of the Year, also for Women in Engineering UK. So it has been a great honor. And I share my summer surrounded by amazing women that are doing amazing work to advance women in engineering and in nuclear. So it has been, for me, a fantastic summer.
Yes, exactly. I'm so proud. This is absolutely, it sounds like it's only just beginning. So speaking of anything else that you'd like to add today, I'm on a mission to get hundreds of women promoted into the executive suite each and every year worldwide. And I'm curious if there's anything we haven't touched on today that you can offer as words of advice or wisdom as we head out today.
Is a piece really, or a thought that links with that belonging, and is to women, and especially those women that feel like they don't quite fit or they quite don't belong. It is not to wait for permission to lead, but really to trust your voice. That has been, as I said, very important for me. Trust your voice, your values, your vision. And really, the word doesn't need more copies. The words needs us and needs you with your experiences, your lived experiences, your fire, your questions, your softness. So really, don't be intimidated by the broken systems. And if you are at the table, just remember to bring more chairs with you so that we can really make a difference.
Exactly. And if you're listening today and you sort of trust your voice, but you're not sure how to put it out there, I want to remind you again that that's exactly what the Women's Leadership Accelerator is created for, is an opportunity for you to come in with your unique ideas and your unique abilities, and then work within a system that's not built for us, and it's not unique, and it doesn't always just automatically support ourselves. And there's actually a step-by-step process to belonging, quote unquote, belonging, like what Denise is talking about today. To show up and to trust is actually a process. So please, if you're at all interested and curious about this, I invite you to just say, okay, this is my summer of magic. Go to mysummerofmagic.com and say yes to yourself. And I love that. I love Marie just quoted your quote. If you're at the table, make sure to bring more chairs with you. Thank you, Denise. Thank you so much for being here. You're
Well,
amazing.
Thank you, Stacy, and to Marie and the listeners as well. Yeah, I'm really grateful for all that you do and for being there, in this journey with me and with all these women listening.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
You too. Bye.